What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing something absolutely insane. We are going on an epic journey through one of the most beautiful countries on the entire planet, Indonesia. I've spent weeks planning this trip, and I'm taking you with me to explore the top 5 cities and islands that you absolutely, 100%, cannot miss. We're talking about everything from legendary beaches to ancient temples and even real-life dragons. This is going to be the biggest adventure we've ever had on this channel, and I promise you will not want to miss a single second of it. This video is going to be a complete guide to the most incredible spots in Indonesia. I'm going to show you exactly where to go, what to see, and why these places will blow your mind. We're going to dive deep into the culture, the food, the adventure, and the insane landscapes that make Indonesia a dream destination. And for all my international friends watching, don't worry, this entire video is in English, and we've added the best-looking subtitles you've ever seen, so you can follow along with every crazy moment. So buckle up, because our incredible Indonesian adventure starts right now. I literally cannot wait to show you guys what we found. From the bustling streets of the capital city to the most remote islands with creatures you've only seen in movies, this trip was life-changing. I want this video to be the reason you book your own trip to Indonesia. We're going to cover 5 unbelievable locations, and each one is crazier than the last. Are you ready? Let's go. I challenge you to watch this entire video without wanting to pack your bags immediately. It's impossible. Alright, for our first location, we had to start with the most famous island in the world, Bali. You've seen the pictures, you've heard the stories, but I'm telling you, nothing prepares you for how incredible this place actually is. The second you step off the plane, you can feel the magic in the air. We headed straight for the coast, and the beaches here are on another level. We're talking perfect white sand, crystal clear turquoise water, and some of the best surf spots on the planet. I literally spent an entire day just learning to surf in Canggu, and it was one of the most fun things I have ever done. This is not a drill, these beaches are real, but Bali is so much more than just its beaches, and that's what makes it so special. The culture here is absolutely breathtaking. We explored ancient temples like Uluwatu, perched on a cliffside with monkeys running around everywhere. It was wild. And the people here are the kindest, most welcoming people I've ever met. We went to a traditional Balinese dance performance, and the colors, the music, the storytelling, it was completely mesmerizing. I felt like I was transported to another world. You have to experience the spiritual side of Bali to truly understand its soul. It's a vibe you can't find anywhere else. And when the sun goes down, Bali completely transforms. The nightlife here is legendary for a reason. We explored the beach clubs in Seminyak with infinity pools overlooking the ocean and world-class DJs. It was an absolute party, but you can also find quiet, chill spots to just relax and enjoy the incredible food. I must have eaten my body weight in nasi goreng, and I have zero regrets. Bali literally has something for everyone. Whether you're here to party, find yourself, or just relax on a perfect beach. First stop, and it's already a 10 out of 10. Okay, after chilling in Bali, we decided to do a complete 180 and dive headfirst into the organized chaos of Indonesia's capital city, Jakarta. This place is a monster, a sprawling metropolis with over 10 million people. The energy here is electric, you can feel it the second you arrive. Skyscrapers tower over you, there are luxury shopping malls everywhere, and the traffic is absolutely insane. I've never seen so many scooters in my life. It's a city that never ever sleeps, and it was so much fun just getting lost in the middle of it all. We explored the modern heart of the city, checking out the massive malls like Grand Indonesia. But what's so cool about Jakarta is how it blends this crazy modernity with its deep, rich history. One minute you're in a futuristic shopping mall, and the next you're wandering through Kota Tua, the old town, which feels like you've stepped back in time to the Dutch colonial era. The architecture is beautiful, and there are museums and cafes everywhere. We rented some colorful vintage bikes and just rode around exploring the historic Fathahillah Square. It was such a cool contrast to see the history of Indonesia right next to its future. Jakarta is literally 2 worlds colliding in the most fascinating way. And let's talk about the food, because Jakarta's street food scene is on another level. We went on a mission to try as many different things as we could find. We ate satay skewers grilled right on the sidewalk, tried kerak telur, which is like a spicy coconut omelet, and had some of the best noodles of my life from a tiny little cart. The flavors are just explosive. Jakarta is a city of incredible contrasts. It's loud, it's busy, it's a bit overwhelming, but it's also packed with history, culture, and some of the most delicious food you will ever taste. You can't say you've seen Indonesia without experiencing its massive beating heart. For our next stop, we left the craziness of the city behind and flew to the cultural soul of Java, Yogyakarta. You guys, this city is pure magic. If Jakarta is the heart of Indonesia, then Yogyakarta, or Jogja as the locals call it, is its soul. This place is famous for its history and art, and it's home to some of the most spectacular ancient wonders in the entire world. The main reason we came here was to see Borobudur, the world's largest Buddhist temple. We woke up at 3 in the morning to get there for sunrise. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it was one of the most beautiful moments of my life. Seeing the sun come up over the volcanoes and light up the hundreds of Buddha statues and ancient stone carvings, it was breathtaking. It felt so peaceful and ancient, like you could feel the history all around you. Borobudur is absolutely massive, bigger than you can possibly imagine from pictures. We spent hours just walking around exploring every level, and I was just in constant awe. And that's not all. We also visited Prambanan, a huge complex of Hindu temples that are just as impressive. The intricate carvings tell ancient stories, and the main temple is so tall it feels like it's touching the sky. But the history in Yogyakarta isn't just in its temples. The whole city is a hub for art and culture. We visited a workshop where they make traditional batik fabric, and the detail and skill that goes into it is unbelievable. I even got to try making my own, and let's just say, I should stick to making videos. We also wandered through the Sultan's Palace, which is still a working palace right in the center of the city. Yogyakarta is a place that connects you to the past. It's calmer than our other stops, but it has a depth and a beauty that completely captivated me. This is a must-visit for anyone who loves history and art. Okay, after all that history, it was time for another dose of paradise, so we hopped on a boat to the island right next to Bali Lombok. A lot of people call Lombok Bali's untouched sister, and I can totally see why. The beaches here are out of this world. We're talking pristine, empty stretches of white sand and water so blue, it looks like a screensaver. It's way less crowded than Bali, so you feel like you have this entire paradise all to yourself. We headed straight to the Gili Islands, a group of 3 tiny islands off the coast where there are no cars or motorcycles, just horse-drawn carts and bicycles. We spent our days snorkeling with giant sea turtles right off the beach. I was literally swimming next to 5 of them at once. It was insane. The underwater life here is just incredible. But Lombok isn't just for relaxing, it's also a destination for serious adventure. And you know I couldn't come here without tackling the island's biggest challenge, climbing Mount Rinjani. This is an active volcano and the second highest one in Indonesia. The trek was one of the hardest physical things I have ever done. It took us 2 days, and we were completely exhausted. But when we finally reached the crater rim for sunrise, every single drop of sweat was worth it. The view was absolutely unreal. You're standing above the clouds looking down into this massive volcanic crater with a stunning blue lake inside. It was a moment of pure victory and awe. Lombok offers the best of both worlds. You can have the ultimate relaxing beach vacation on the Gili Islands, or you can push your limits and have a life-changing adventure climbing a volcano. This island is an absolute gem, and you need to see it for yourself. For our final and most epic stop of the trip, we flew to a place that feels like it's from another planet. A place so wild it's literally named after a mythical creature. Welcome to Komodo Island. And yes, the rumors are true. This is the only place on Earth where you can see real-life dragons. The Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard, and they are basically modern-day dinosaurs. Seeing one of these massive creatures walking around in the wild is both terrifying and absolutely incredible. We went on a guided trek with rangers, and seeing a 10-foot-long dragon just strolling past you is an experience I will never, ever forget. These animals are so powerful and ancient, and being in their natural habitat is a privilege. But the dragons are just the beginning of what makes this place so special. The landscapes in Komodo National Park are some of the most dramatic and beautiful I have ever seen. We hiked to the top of Padar Island for its iconic viewpoint where you can see 3 different beaches, one with white sand, one with black sand, and one with pink sand, all in one view. Yes, you heard me, a pink beach. The sand gets its color from tiny red coral fragments, and it's one of the most surreal and beautiful things I've ever laid my eyes on. We spent the rest of our time here living on a boat, sailing between the islands and exploring the insane marine life. The diving and snorkeling here are considered some of the best in the world. We swam with giant manta rays that were bigger than me, saw sharks, and floated over coral reefs that were bursting with color. Komodo is pure, raw, untamed nature. It's an adventure that pushes you out of your comfort zone and shows you a side of our planet that you didn't even know existed. This was the perfect, mind-blowing end to our Indonesian journey. What a place! And that is a wrap on our insane tour of the 5 must-visit places in Indonesia. From the beaches of Bali to the dragons of Komodo, this country has completely blown my mind. I've climbed a volcano, explored ancient temples, gotten lost in a massive city, and swam with turtles. Every single one of these destinations is a world-class adventure, and I am not exaggerating when I say you need to add Indonesia to the very top of your travel bucket list. This is a trip that will change you, I promise. Trust me, start planning your trip right now, you will not regret it. Now I have to ask you guys, which one of these 5 places was your favorite? Are you Team Bali, Team Jakarta, Team Yogyakarta, Team Lombok, or Team Komodo? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you've been to Indonesia before, tell me what your favorite spot is. I'm always looking for new places to explore for our next video. I read every single comment, so let's talk about it. I want to hear all of your thoughts and your own travel dreams. Where should we go next? The crazier the idea, the better. Thank you all so much for watching and for coming on this incredible journey with me. It means the world to me that I get to share these adventures with you. If you had fun, and if you're feeling inspired, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next crazy adventure. We post new videos every single week, and the next one is going to be even bigger. Seriously, you don't want to miss it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.